Hello everyone, Innovator XABG here, bringing you back with another career mode episode, and we have two matches today, probably the two biggest matches of the season in terms of, importance, both in the Premier League and the Europa League. But first we have a game against Manchester United, and with a win here, we could possibly, if we win by quite a few goals, go top of the table, and that's a huge, huge statement and fact heading into, let's say, the first third or quarter of the season, probably the first quarter of the season, and going top of the table would just be a huge confidence booster. But yeah, I think with a win, the minimum we can jump up to is third, which is extremely well considering we face teams like Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United. So yeah, we've got, we're facing a really, let's say, difficult side and unpredictable side in Manchester United with Di Maria, Falcao, all them stars. And here I've rewarded the White Gale and put him in the cam role once again, the new number 9. I think he's basically a replacement for Kone, but yeah, once he got transferred to Spurs. But yeah, pretty much now in the position he's in, he's replacing Barkley, who is out with an injury. But you can see, if you go back there, he is actually on the bench, and I didn't really want to start him. I would have liked to, but he just looked a bit too injured, so I'll reward the White Gale. And as you can see here, the White Gale gets absolutely clobbered, and even though he's blitzering through the defence, basically Phil Jones is incredibly lucky not to get a red card here, because the White Gale was through, and because he wasn't the last man in the fence, therefore he did not get the red card. But I do think if the White Gale would have reached the penalty area, he probably would have scored from that position. But yeah, we do have a specialist free kick taken, Leighton Baines, and I know I say this every time we take a free kick and we end up failing, and I say every time that I need to learn, but I have been practicing with Leighton Baines, and I had it was a really nice position to be in. Leighton Baines could have scored from here, but unfortunately the Man U defence were up to the task and their wall pretty much blocked us out. We can see it very late into the first half, Manchester United go on the front foot with Di Maria taking a shot, and well, Tim Howard has been absolutely superb, the former Manchester United goalkeeper. He's in his 30s, and I think he's 33 off the top of my memory. But he's grown to overall ratings, which is pretty much unheard of. With during this age they usually decline. But you can see here Manchester United have another good opportunity from the corner, and just really nice passing around. But in the end, we were able to clear, and Lukaku's blitzering speed himself is able to pass it the White Gale, and this time he gets through. And at this point, you cannot miss these opportunities, and he does pretty much the worst, let's say, chooses the worst shot selection for that opportunity. A finesse shot would have been alright if it was the other post he was aiming for, but yeah, that was pretty much embarrassing for me not to get that opportunity. And you can see here Falcao was causing quite a few problems, but Tim Howard was causing even more problems for Manchester United with his expert goalkeeping, and no one could stop Howard at this point. He was absolutely on fire, as the former Everton player Marouane Fellaini comes off. But at this point I do decide to make a substitution, which I'm very happy to announce that Ross Barkley is back from injury, and replacing Atsu. I think I moved the White Gale to the left. Oh no, I think either the White Gale or Morales to the left or right. And then you can see here the White Gale actually was on the left. The White Gale passes to Leighton Baines, who passes to Lukaku, and Lukaku decides to have a shot. But look at the run of Barkley here. He's timed his run to perfection, and he scores against Manchester United as pretty much his first touch of the game, first touch back from injury, and he scores pretty much an important goal for our season. And you can see he looked offside, but the Man U defence were attracted to Lukaku, and he timed his run to perfection and was able to poach that goal and puts us into the lead with only 10 virtual minutes left in the game. And at this point, I thought, how is that not offside? It looked like I literally gave up and pretty much, shot out of luck, and it went in, and I still could believe it wasn't offside. So I had a look at the instant replay, and as you can see, it's got the narrowest of margins that Ross Barkley stayed onside. I'm thankful too, because Manchester United had a really golden opportunity here to score, but Howard once again to the task, like he always is, and he is really looking to keep his clean sheet. You can see we've gone on park the bus, and Man U have pretty much gone on all-out attack, so Lukaku is able to use his speed once again, just like Dwight Gale, to get through the Man U defence, and really, just like Dwight Gale, she'll be finishing these opportunities off, but De Gea this time is into the right mindset, and Gareth Barry has a pop at goal, and you can see there 4-10 the shots. We really should have won this game by quite a larger margin than just 1-0, as Lukaku once again goes for a shot, and De Gea is up to the task, just like Howard. It's really a goalkeeper's game, this game, but fortunately for us, De Gea couldn't keep Ross Barkley's shot out, and coming from the bench, he scores the winner against Manchester United away from home, and the Everton fans can go home happy, knowing that we've beaten not a feared rival, but a pretty tough rival, Manchester United. And that gives us a lot of confidence with probably the most significant game this season. And it is in the Europa League, and we have such a poor start, with only drawing to Wolfsburg and losing to Krasnodar, who are pretty much the weakest side in the league, or not in the league, in the group stage that we have. And we've had some real tough fixtures. I think the first 3 out of 4 games in our Europa League are away, and it's pretty much a season, let's say Europa League defining game, because we pretty much need a win, otherwise we're gonna have to depend on other results, which we don't want to do at this stage. We want to make it as comfortable as possible, and a win would kind of bring us back up to speed, and possibly overtake Krasnodar in that second position. But yeah, Lille's side, is you can see there, they've pretty much got a tight midfield and probably not going to exploit the wings as much as we are. And I decided to put Dwight Gale on with Barkley. And yeah, it's a really strong side. But early on here, McCarthy goes down injured, and he's an integral part. You can see his consistent stats when I was clicking through there, just seeing like for like replacements, and that is Mohamed Besic. Mohamed Besic should have a lot of potential in this game, because he is, he's the bright light for Bosnia and such a good World Cup. But you can see McCarthy goes down injured there, and you can see very early on in the game, not early on, I keep saying that, but Dwight Gale receives the perfect pass from Ross Barkley, and Ross Barkley has been that missing link for us. And Lukaku gets the easy pass and the easy goal, which puts us 1-0 in front of Lille away from home, and that's the perfect first half we needed. As Dwight Gale there, just making total advantage of the goalkeepers, running out and trying to get him. As Tim Howard there celebrates. And I don't think Tim Howard's conceded a goal in about 4 or 5 games. But yeah, you can see here Ross Barkley once again on the run. Really should have scored a second here, but was not able to curve it around both the defenders and the goalkeeper. And in the end, that goes out for a goal kick. But you can see in the first half, we are really pressing to get that second goal. As Lukaku, we pretty much need that second goal if you think about it, because a 1-0 lead away from home isn't always going to do the trick. You can see we had plenty of chances, but Lille started to get momentum in the second half. Far from this chance here, Lukaku is able to capitalise on a mistake from the former Wolfsburg defender, and look how close he is to scoring here. And at this point, I literally did not know what to do. Like, this Lille side would not concede a goal, and we had so many chances. Lukaku should have scored. right there, he's our top goal scorer this season, and it just hits the crossbar inches away. That probably would have sealed the game for us. That should have sealed the game for us. Mohamed Besic having a really nice header there. Unfortunately, it doesn't go on the goal though, which, you know, we can have shots, but we just need them to get on target really. As the replacement for McCarthy does well there. And Lille pretty much do what I predicted, and that is get back in the game for a really frustrating cross, which pretty much deceives all the Everton players and goes straight to a Lille player who has the easy as you like header into the corner. And in the end, I must admit, it's pretty poor positioning from Luke Moore, who has done nothing but, you know, of course, let's say goals or trouble, especially from his red card debut against Krasnodar. But you can see there, Luke Moore, what is he doing? He should do better. He should not just turn around like that. That's really poor defending. And Tim Howard doesn't position himself well in the end, and has a pretty, embarrassing attempt at a save. But yeah, that's really not what we wanted. Lille, you know, getting that equaliser, and, you know, we really do need to catch up with Krasnodar and Wolfsburg, and by drawing to Lille, that's not the best way to do it. But Tim Howard does make up for that goal lapse, and, you know, he's such a reliable goalkeeper in the end. But you can see I could not hold on, and Seamus Coleman, you can see he's getting out of strength, and I don't understand that, seriously. And the pinpoint fashion from Lille eventually gets past two defenders and Tim Howard, and at this point I felt like crying. You know, we are really relying on other teams, and that's not what we should be doing. You know, the board wants us to win the Europa League, and we're sitting with 1 point after 3 games. How are we supposed to win the Europa League with not even coming? Doesn't look like we're going to even reach second at this point. And yeah, that is so frustrating. But we have a chance right here, golden opportunity. Eto'o comes on, and he just cannot convert from that, as the defence from Lille once again do what our defence didn't, and that is keep out another goal from conceding. But you can see here, Europa League tie is flashing right before our eyes as Eto'o receives the ball, and the Lille's defence are pretty much invincible at that point. We were never going to score that equaliser, which would have made things so easier, as Lille decide, you know, their Europa League stays alive, but ours is pretty much dead on the floor. I mean, you can't really come back from this unless we win every single game, which is going to be tough, especially if Wolfsburg away with the next game. But yeah, we really should have won that game. But guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.